Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina and our virtual studio guest. Tina, how are you doing today?
Good morning, Facebook people. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I think I'm still recovering from our Tuesday summit.
Are you?
I think.
You didn't get some sleep. You didn't get what you needed yesterday.
My beauty sleep. No.
Bounce
I got
back.
my teeth cleaned yesterday.
You had your teeth cleaned yesterday. You went to the dentist?
I went to the dentist. That was like the first time they were open in like 6 months. So I was able to get myself in, but it was so weird because you had to wear the mask up until the time that they cleaned, and then you took the mask off. And then like if they walked away, they told you to put the mask back on. It was just a very weird thing. And then they had the covers on. It was weird.
The shields, like the plastic shields
and mask.
Sci-fi movie.
They do that. My girls work at Disney and they have the plastic shields plus the masks over their faces. Well, Dr. MaryBeth.
Little glasses
we have too. We're doing in office, in our dermatology office. It's face mask, shield. Yeah, it's the new norm for a little while.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah. It's just
look at Albert's got his money mask.
I got my money mask when people come in, you know.
Do you have plastic shields up in your office at all? The like partitions or anything, Albert?
No, because I mean, when people come into the office, if you see, if in my office, they all sit in like in the hallway.
They sit in the hallway?
Kind of. I mean, my office is big enough where it's like 3 chairs. You know, you got like chairs. So you're literally 3 chairs and you like reach over to put stuff on my desk. I sit back here, they put it on my desk. I roll forward.
Leave the money on the table.
That's right. That's right. And even the credit card machine, which we used to be like in the front, it's still in the front, but I got the longest cable that you literally don't go in the front office to pay. You're at the edge of the little half desk.
Stay at the front door. You're like,
right, pretty much. And I go, no. Put the credit card in. And the girls, I taught them to do this. They put it in themselves. We push the button, and then I give it through the front window, kind of, you know, the reception window, so that they don't like come in.
All right, all these new changes, all these very new changes, especially if you have an office for
everything has plastic like things and barriers. Like there's nothing it's just very weird.
It is. It's kind of
movie.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say it's like a Wi-Fi. You know, no one ever would have predicted this. Even going through medical school, we didn't talk about anything like anything like.
And then I'm driving to the dental office, and half the people that I'm driving past have masks on in their car.
They do, absolutely, and it's funny. Everybody.
And what I make fun of is this is the James Bond. Remember all the James Bond movies in our lives? Well, this is a real life. Who ever thought James Bond in the movie, oh, we're going to put a virus in the world and cause stuff, right? That's always the premise of something of every James Bond movie. And guess what? Now we're living it.
To help us.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just like you were saying at the dentist, it's like, okay, pull down your mask so I can look and make sure there's nothing on your skin underneath that mask.
I'm like,
put it back on. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm just stumped. See, I hardly get out. So I'm like living vicariously through all of you to tell me what it's like.
What you're gonna do when you go out? You're gonna be like,
yeah, we did go yesterday. Yesterday evening, we went over to some friend's house and hung out in their backyard on their patio.
Did you go to Kevin's house?
Kevin? I did not go to Kevin's house, not yet. Next week, actually, we're doing that next week. But this is actually Kevin's old neighbor. This is all very like all intertwined. They used to live next door to each other. But anyways, no masks, right? We just go hang out in their backyard and come home. But they run an auto body shop, and they need cars in the auto body shop because with less cars on the road, there's less accidents happening.
Which is good, but bad.
Right? Yeah. So here's something you don't really think about is, less people are getting hurt, less people are, having automobile accidents and normally this time of year, we've already had some hailstorms, but nobody's out and about with their cars getting stuck in a hailstorm. So it's just how this like weird trickle down effect of what industries. MaryBeth, how long have you been? Well, where are you at?
I'm in Middletown, New York, about an hour or so outside of New York City. So, and my office is right here in Middletown, kind of serving a local community.
How long ago did you reopen?
So we were kind of, when everything started, we shut down the office except for emergencies. We would go in for emergencies. Otherwise, it was really telemedicine. And dermatology is one of those, lucky for me, you know, there's not a lot of emergencies. There's a few.
I was going to say, I've had dermatology emergencies. I wake up with a zit on my face. That's an emergency. I'm going somewhere tonight. I'm speaking on stage. I can't have this. Is that count?
Depending on who you're talking to, yes, there's different types of emergencies, and you're absolutely right. For a lot of women, that is definitely an emergency for them.
No, that's not essential, Angel.
Could
that
be.
That wasn't an essential worker type emergency. So we closed for pretty much the end of March and April, and we started to reopen in May. No cosmetics until really no cosmetics until June, and then we could start doing some more cosmetics. So it was purely just medical dermatology until June.
You do permanent makeup?
We don't know. You know, we focus more on fillers, neurotoxins. We do have some lasers.
Ooh, I think we need some fillers.
Yeah, that's one of the common areas for women. You got it.
I think we need some fillers, Angel.
Hey,
it's
talk about
just for you. I mean, for me too, because
we're like, Angel, I think you need some fillers. I think Angel, you could use. I'm like, apparently I need a new filter on my camera.
Exactly, right?
You know why? Because we're always smiling. And I think our laugh lines are getting deeper because it's a work, it's due to our work.
You're just burying yourself, woman.
It is true though, the more you smile, the more you're gonna get those lines there.
Angel's still trying to look like she's 21, so okay. She doesn't want to show her age, Tina, so that's what you're making her show her age.
I know, she's got me drinking out of my 50 mug, so everybody knows.
Yeah, she's
plastered it everywhere.
Okay. She wants to think she's 21 again, so let her live her little dream, okay? I'm defending you, Angel.
Okay, so I will tell you, I do lash extensions, and during the thing, right, lashes came off, did not have lash extensions, and without my lashes, all of a sudden I realized how like heavy my eyelids were. I'm like, I never noticed them before because the lashes disguised them, and without the lashes there, I'm like, I think I need a little tuck.
Yeah, definitely
like this.
Yeah, you know, products, I also sell a lot of products, but lashes, brows, you know, if your lashes look great and your brows look great, you're not noticing some things, other things as much. Yeah.
All of a sudden the lashes were gone. I was like, is that what my eyes
look like? Yeah. I'm a big fan of Lash Boost, which is a great product. It thicker, longer lashes. Brow products are awesome too. So, you know,
what a fun job you have.
Can I put them on too? I need longer lashes.
You can.
Okay.
No, you're not.
I need longer lashes, girls.
We see men too. It's not.
Okay, it's all right.
You got to get a little nip and tuck there, Albert.
Right here.
Although you have the glasses, so the glasses are hiding a little bit there.
Here, I'll take them off, but I can't see them. I'll take them off.
Well, that was one of the reasons why I started wearing glasses on camera, was because my lashes were gone.
Her husband got her a bigger monitor, and she was like, "Oh, I don't need my glasses." So she took them off. She goes, "Oh wait, no, I still need them."
Hides the dark circles.
Hide my eyes.
Hides the wrinkles. Hides the saggy eyelid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a girdle for my face.
I debated that because I wear my glasses in the office just for eyesight reasons, but I'm like, should I wear my glasses today or shouldn't I? You know, it does hide a little bit of your skin there, but I'm like, no glasses.
Somebody told me that there's face tape that all these celebrities wear, right? And that they put it like right here, and then
Yeah.
they pull it just
They're
like enough. And I went, huh? They're like, yeah, they have the face tape. And I was like, ooh, if I could have like just tape right here and
Well,
tape
it's
right
why
there,
we wear our hair in a ponytail, right? Because it
pulls your
pulls it all back. Instant
Aren't-
facelift.
Aren't you glad you're on from 3 Women?
used to pull your hair in a ponytail and you'd be like,
Like, the skin is so tight. The skin is so tight. Well, Albert lives. He's got daughters. He's got a wife. He's
Yes, yes.
surrounded by women
That's all it is all day at the house.
at the office and the house. Well, Robert has a fun job too, because he gets to allow people to save more of their money
Oh, yeah.
versus sending it to the IRS. So, I mean, that's got to be a fun gig too, right? When you get to tell them, look, before we did this, by making this adjustment and this little tweak, right?
The only problem is
You get more
that
money.
it's a good and bad thing. The only thing that I run into, I get, and I guess depending on what you do, but I get a lot of stupid Uber. Sorry if you're an Uber driver. You make $60,000 a year as an Uber driver, and I tell them you got to pay $1,500, and they start yelling at. Well, I said I felt like saying, and I tell them, hello, you had no money taken out, and hello, if you would have had a $60K job, you would have paid more than $1,500. I said bye. I guess with old age, I've threw out more people in the last few years than I ever did. Because if you start bitching that, I said, bye.
Robert, remember this is a morning show.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that word.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you're saving money for them so that they can buy great skincare and
Yes.
feel their best, right?
Oh, for sure.
Boy, I can't believe Uber drivers make $60,000 a year. Wow.
I have plenty. I have a few.
Albert, can I write off my lashes and my skincare stuff?
If
I'm
you
on
can
screen.
if you can tell the government that it's needed, to run your business, it goes from a medical expense, which, by the way, hopefully you're making so much money that the 7.5% income that they use as the benchmark or deductible, that you're not gonna be able to write it off. But if you tell the government, yeah, I need to do this because if I look like a wicked old saggy old bag, nobody's gonna buy anything from me.
Well, we have to look good because we're talk show hosts, right?
Fine.
So,
Well, right.
Angel, I think hair, makeup, lashes, nails.
Every year I would go into my tax guy and say, okay, can I write off my nails? And he's like, no. And so every year I'm like, okay, has the law changed? Can I write them off this year? He's like,
Well,
no.
Here's the difference between me and him. I'll be the first one. Does he have 3 initials to his name?
He I don't know, Albert.
The nail
course he
tech
does.
guy?
Huh?
The nail tech guy?
No. If the
Tax- my
people you
tax
work
guy.
with has a C, a P. By the way, I got thrown out of Western Chamber of Commerce because I said this. So sorry, guys. See, I tell stuff from my heart because I have no initials. But if you go to a CPA, and I've been doing this 35 years, and nobody's ever gotten any letters for what I did because I don't do stupid stuff. Okay. That being said, that people who tend to have those 3 letters, they're like super careful, because if you complain to that 3-letter board, they can get a lot of and they don't want to have no hassle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the difference. I have no initials.
You'd let me write off my nails? Is that what you're telling
Dude,
me?
I will help you write off whatever it takes as long as you pay less. I mean, I have my system of the
So
safety
even if
net.
we're talk show hosts, we can't write off our nails?
If you go to the wrong person, you can't, because they'll say it's cosmetic. You can't do it.
Because, we have to look good. Hair, makeup, nails.
Well, don't justify that to me. I'll make sure you pay as least amount of thing. Okay, that's my job. Okay, my job is to make sure that if you bought banner season, that you can even buy banner season at Taxman. And even if you don't have a business, you can make the IRS put money in your pocket.
Okay, so let me ask you this about the banner season, Albert, because I was looking at it the other day. Is your promo code Taxman?
Yes.
Okay, I just needed to know that. I'll be nice to you and make sure that you make your $50 back.
It's like whatever, but believe it or not, I'm gonna make you laugh about something. When I did another MLM deal, this was the first one I did, like 2000, way back, maybe 2007. I made $10,000 because for whatever reason I got clients to buy into. Hey, if you
Whatever
join,
reason.
Huh?
Whatever reason, I got them to do something. They didn't even know.
No. But let me tell you what I'm trying to say to you is because they
can use it.
No, but here's how people you can, if they have a half brain and you're making a lot of money in a regular job, that this is a legit business. You say, hey, look, you send out birthday cards, and because it's a business, you can write off your phone. You write off your phone, your travel, your internet, your house, your car.
Your nails.
I'm so glad you're on with me today because I'm actually a skincare consultant for Rodan and Fields, and that allows me, just like you're saying. So writing all that off is
right. So a lot of this. So I made a lot of money way back when YTV was in business. That hey, look, you open up a travel agency, and guess what? You get the government to pay for it. And now we're not in a tax season.
It is smart, right? Because the tax laws are designed.
It's a business. So now my new little pitch, next year will be, hey, look, you send out a birthday card and the government's going to let you write off your phone in your house. Because what happened during the new tax stuff is now there is no more personal deductions. Before you could go Schedule A and write off all your business stuff. That all went poof because they lowered the tax laws, which people came out better. But people don't get that. They just want a bigger refund, even though you paid less. They bitch that you didn't get the bigger refund. Now you try to explain, well, dude, you paid $2,000 less tax. Well, yeah, but I got $10,000. Yeah, hello, but you paid $3,000 less to the government. Well, I don't care. I want my money back.
I want a refund.
Okay. I want it, but they don't get hello. You paid less. Well,
all right. Well, let's get to know our guests just a little bit better. MaryBeth, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
Reading your fabulous little bio and introduction. I don't know what happened, but like it like just took over my whole screen, and so it like reads like this. I don't know why I did that, but anyways, it's good to see you all.
Yeah. Good to be here.
Dr. MaryBeth is a board certified Harvard trained dermatologist with over 17 years of experience in the field of skincare. She specializes in both adult and pediatric dermatology with experience in surgical and cosmetic dermatology, as well as skin cancer treatments. She's also a skincare consultant, sharing dermatologists develop products to achieve real results. I think we missed a word there. As the owner of Skinspiring, she also shares her tips on ingredients, diet, and lifestyle to keep one's skin healthy and looking its best. She's going to talk today a little bit about the role of ingredients, lifestyle, and diet in shaping your skin and your self-confidence, which is kind of cool to think that all of that plays into the largest organ on our body, right?
Yes, it does. In fact, it's not the whole mind, body, skin, it's all connected. So, your diet affects your skin. The amount of stress in your life is going to affect your skin. I'm sure, as we know, everybody.
The amount of water you drink affects your skin.
Yes. So,
in your house all day with your kids, teaching them.
Right. There's the stress. You don't know how many people I've seen coming in because their skin's flaring up. Smoking. There's still people out there that smoke that really affects your skin. Drinking alcohol affects your skin.
Hey now.
Making it personal.
One glass of wine. Not
wine is fruit, and therefore I'm drinking my fruits and vegetables, right?
Yeah, trying get some antioxidants in there to help your skin. So
And it's red.
yeah, exactly. But yes, it's amazing how much I see diet affecting not just like aging, because we do there's something called sugar sag, which basically, you know, those diets high in sugar, your white bread, your white rice, all those raise your blood sugar level, and that sugar in your body causes a lot of inflammation, starts to break down your collagen. And leads to collagen is your kind of building blocks of your skin. Breaking that down is where you get those wrinkles. So, you know, the healthier diet.
Can we get it back if it's broken down? Does it ever come back?
Can you get it back?
Well, there are things that you can do, yes, to kind of reverse some of that damage. And you have to know, you know, you want to use the best ingredients that have been proven that are effective to really help. You know, women are always looking for that ingredient that's really going to make the difference. And retinol is one of the main ones. I get asked all the time, what should I be using on my skin? If I had to recommend one ingredient, I would say every woman that is concerned about wrinkles, if they can tolerate or they can find a retinol, they should be on a retinol. There's other ingredients that help, but if you're looking topically, that is one of you know, one of the best ingredients. But again,
Not
you
coffee.
what's that?
I said it's not coffee.
Collagen peptide powder that I put in my coffee. Is that good?
So the studies with the oral, you're talking about oral collagen. Really?
Yeah. So there's like a collagen. It's collagen peptides. It's like a little powder, and you can just put it in.
So honestly, topically so far has been shown the peptides in products actually are going to help build your collagen. Topical collagen, oral collagen, not going to do too much. So you really want those topical products that are going to work the best. Obviously, you know, besides using really retinols, sunscreens, everybody knows, hears it all the time, but you want to look young, you want to stay young, use those sunscreens.
No baby oil and the foil and the sun in your hair, right?
No, you know, I have teens and it's tough. You know, the teens still, they all want to be tan. And even, you know, my kids, Mom, I don't want to put my sunscreen on. Mom, I don't want to put my sunscreen on. I want to look tan. I don't, you know, you really want to prevent that skin cancer and you want to prevent that aging, but it's hard to get that through their head. You know, sunscreens are one of the keys, especially when you're younger, to really helping prevent that aging. And we all, you know, there's tanning beds still out there. Not what I recommend at all. And you know, all my younger melanoma, which is a skin cancer you don't want to have, all my younger melanoma patients have a history of tanning bed use, which is kind of scary. And there are still people out there that do tan, that go to the tanning beds. You know, the self tanners are the way to go. So for anyone that really wants tan, and I know that everybody says that, you know, looking tan makes them feel better, and I get it, I understand.
Well, you know, tan fat is better than white fat, right?
Well, yes, probably.
You can always get airbrushed.
That's exactly right. Any of the spray tans, any of the topical creams, lotions, foams, they're all safe to use. So that's, if you want a tan, go with that, but use your sunscreens. So yes, diet, exercise, you know, just as you're keeping your body healthy, it affects your skin. So, and again, I have teens, acne, diet, huge role in acne now. All the studies, it used to be, we said, no, there's not really any, you know, relation. Everybody would say chocolate definitely affects my acne. Now all these studies are coming out, diet definitely affects your acne. So yes, everything kind of plays a role in your skin. And, you know, the healthier you are, the healthier your skin is going to look. And hydration, yes, a little bit, you know, you're dehydrated, your skin's going to look dehydrated. And yes, there you go. But you still have to use your moisturizing creams. But yeah, if you're dehydrated, your skin's going to be dehydrated, and dehydrated skin just looks older. That's what, I always say, raisin versus grape. You're raisin, you're dehydrated. That's
like a raisin.
You're dehydrated. When you're hydrated, your skin plumps up and you look, you got that plump. So, but yes, but water is just not gonna rehydrate completely. You need a good moisturizing cream too. So skincare routine is key as well.
What would be the best moisturizer creams that you can use for your neck and your face?
So it's
well, you know that you gotta lift up.
Yeah, so you're looking for a cream that's going to help with lines, firmness, kind of plump the skin. I'm a consultant for Rodan and Fields, which is the #1 premium skincare brand in North America. So I recommend their products. They have an overnight restorative cream which has those peptides in it, really firms the skin. But you want to use what's also appropriate for your skin. What's appropriate for you might not be appropriate for somebody that has really sensitive skin. But also we have a retinol that, again, retinols tend to be irritating, but there's certain ones that are, like ours is time release, so you don't see all that irritation. So but consistency as well. So if I tell you, hey, this cream is great, but you only use it once a week, guess what? Not going to see any results. And that's the same with anything, diet, exercise. So, but that's my recommendation.
Just having you here, I'm like all of a sudden very aware of like
I know, right? You're like, you're sitting there like this, and you're like, oh,
I'm like, right, yeah. So I'm like kind of seeing stuff. I'm like, right.
It's funny you say that,
or you won't be able to see all this stuff.
In our office, we have, when you come into the patient rooms, the table, you sit on the table and there's a big mirror in front of the door. And while everybody's waiting for the physician to come in, I get a lot of complaints.
You don't have a magic mirror back there that makes them look thinner and
exactly.
All the wrinkles?
Could you please move that mirror? Because
I hide all the mirrors in my house for a reason. Can you please move this full-length mirror that is showing all of my defaults?
Well, MaryBeth, I think also now that we're all doing all these Zoom calls, right? We're on these webcams all the time.
All day.
We are seeing ourselves, like we're not used to seeing ourselves when we're having a conversation, right?
No.
Like the world is used to seeing us, our friends and people we would talk to, and so Tina and I, we get on there and we're like,
why is my eye like this?
Right? Yeah. I think this side of my lip is crooked. Like I never noticed that before, but having this camera, and it's like having a mirror in front of ourselves. And
you're right. People are definitely looking at themselves a little bit more because they're seeing themselves.
But it is only this far up, so the bottom half you don't have to look at.
Well, most women are concerned kind of neck up when they're thinking skin. They can kind of cover up the rest, but everyone sees neck up. So yeah,
hands too, right?
Yes.
That shows a lot of our age.
Yes, it does.
That's why back in the day, I never knew why they used to wear gloves, but it was to, cover their hands so the sun doesn't hit their hand. I think we should start wearing driving gloves again.
Absolutely. I see so many people come in, driver side arm that they've had at the window.
Oh, yeah.
So much more sun damage on that arm and hand, yeah. And that side of the face actually too, And that's why, again, it's so important, even if you don't think you're outside that much in the sun, even if you're getting into your car, you're going from store to store, you're still getting sun. So that daily morning sunscreen routine is really key for, every age, really.
That makes me want to start putting lotion on.
Well,
put lotion
yes, the best way to do it, and I recommend this to everybody, find a moisturizer that has a sunscreen in it for the morning, that you like, that's good for your skin. Put it on every morning. You can bring it down to your neck. A lot of women tend to wear V-necks. Bring it down to your chest. Get your hands. Yeah, exactly. Guys too. Guys don't like to hear me say, you know, use a moisturizer. But guys do. It's the same thing. Same thing.
Love it. MaryBeth, how do you want people to connect with you?
They can connect with me on my website, which is just my name, drmarybethparisi.com, or they can connect with me on my email, which is drmarybethparisi@gmail.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, this is fascinating, right? I think that just having you on, being more aware, having that conversation is critical. And there are lots of things that we could all be doing.
Yes, I could go on for hours, but yes.
I know she kind of covered like the, you know, drink more water, eat better, you know, less sugar, less alcohol, less coffee. I'm like, dang.
There goes all the fun in life, Doc. I mean, you know.
But you know what? I don't see a lot of people smoking anymore.
No, I would agree. Yeah, it definitely has.
Like when I was younger, I feel like I've seen so many people smoking all the time. And now when they smoke, and I'm like,
you kind of turn.
Yeah.
Are you actually smoking?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I sit here and smoke all day. You don't notice?
I don't. You just sit there and puff on a cigarette all day?
Your teeth are too white.
That's true. That's a pretty good giveaway. That is a pretty good one. And I don't have all those wrinkles. So I never took up smoking, MaryBeth, for the, yeah, I know like it should have been for health reasons, but it was purely for vanity. I didn't want those little wrinkles around my mouth.
Right? I used to see my grandma because she used to smoke all the time and she had those wrinkles. And I would always tell them, what is that from? And she goes, from smoking on a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I never got to smoke.
For my health, but it was really a vanity.
Yeah, you'd much rather have those smile lines, right?
Yes. All right, well, let's get to know Mr. Corey. He has assisted small businesses for close to 4 decades, and yet he hasn't aged a day.
Thank you.
Lost
the white hair, though.
You probably always had white hair.
I was just going to say that you probably always had it since day one.
Started from cleaning toilets to building a business worth over 7 figures. I mean, who wouldn't love to have a 7-figure business, especially if you're going to pay less in taxes because you're working with Albert. He's trained under some of the most powerful mentors and coaches in the world, and he applied what he's learned to create his success and ultimately success for his clients as well. He is trained with Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, and is it Anik Singhal?
Yeah, that's the email guy, Anik Singhal.
Okay. As a speaker, he's spoken on stages with Bill Walsh, America's Small Business Expert, and the Women's Prosperity Network. He works with startups, solopreneurs, and entrepreneurs, and prefers businesses no larger than a 5-person office, which is truly his passion. He's an author. He wrote The Art of Perception and How to Make You Stand Out in a Noisy World, which is also a new program to assist small businesses to get to the next level. He's been a leader with the Knights of Columbus and remains involved in monthly service activities. And his mission is to keep more businesses open, right? Is to serve 1,000 small business owners to come together to help change the world economically and ultimately to give back. Albert, it's such a joy to have you here. You're just so energetic.
So full of life.
Thank you. Well, I tried.
And I just got his book the other day. He sent me his book, autographed it and everything for me.
Oh, thank you. First of all, Angel and Tina, thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. You really got me to the next level, hanging out with publicity and taking me to the next level. Today, we're going to talk about, my name is Albert Corey, and the biggest thing I want to talk about today is, CNBC said 7.5 million businesses, 7.5 are going to go out of business.
Out of business? 7.5 with a million. B are going to go out of business?
Yeah. Million. Probably worldwide billion. but CNBC at the beginning of it said 7.5 million are going to go out of business. Well, you saw some of the biggest brands go out this year, Sears and all the other ones.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
went
some
poof.
giants that have been around, had
Yeah,
some
Coke,
longevity,
Snap.
couldn't
Okay.
stand, pivot and shift
Right.
around. Oh, and
Well,
you're seeing all these big ones go down.
Well, now I'm on a mission, to keep businesses open with little or no resources. I mean, sorry. That's been my passion since we started Entrepreneur Success Academy. I mean, we're showing people how to open up a business. Everybody wants to open up a business, and we're showing more and more people want to do it. But the biggest thing is I'll never forget what happened to me. Way back in 1984, and I'm sure the story is crazy, but I'm working at H&R Block through strange fate, couldn't get a job. Started working H&R Block because my mom told me I was a 22-year-old kid just out of University of South Florida. Started working for them because there was no job. Now, guys, we all complain about COVID. Fine. In 1982, if you're old enough to remember this, guess what? There was no excuses. It was just plain bad. So Pop says, hey, you got to come work for us because you're not doing nothing, helping in a motel, which is fine. So I go working for them until one day Pops comes, Mom says to me, hey, guess what? Get your checkbook. I go, okay, why? You got to pay. I said, who? So guess what? I went and I never worked for them. They paid me cash. Shh, that word, okay? I didn't know. So I went H&R Block, blah, blah. And then one day I had the thing that says that somebody comes to the front desk and says, will you come to my house? And the manager says, sure, no problem, $500. Saying to myself, 500, they're paying me $4. Ding, 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 ding. I rush home. I tell my pops, and I'm sure how many of you, if you're watching this ever happened to you, you tell somebody I dare, and then they tell you off. Not only did my father tell me off, but he tells me off in words. This is PG Facebook, so I can't use these words here, but not one and two languages. But the trick was, and after hearing this quote unquote abuse, maybe, I said, Dad, you're right. Nobody's going to come to Albert Corey, but everybody's going to come to Corey and Associates. And that's the name that I came up with, and it's the same we're using. Now, about 3 years later, I had the ding ding moment to saying, let me go help people. Because my dad was right. Nobody's going to come to you. You could have the best. Let me this a cool example of this. I live in Miami Springs, Florida, which is like a little Podo town with one light. And there's this amazing hamburger place. But let me ask you a question. Are they going to go to JR Burgers? How many can they sell? And their stuff is amazing. I'm sure you all got amazing diners in your towns. But guess what? You're going to go to McDonald's because everybody knows McDonald's. Well, that's my point. You got to get out there and let the world know that you're there. You open up this business, you got your business going, but guess what? If you don't start making some money, it's going to be a tax deduction, which is fine. If you're making a lot of money, then good. You make the business can be a tax deduction. But I don't want your business to be a hobby. I want you to make money, money. And so now I'm out to show the world how to do it. And then when I started, I had no money. This was 84, guys, 85. There was no internet. There was no nothing. There was no nothing. But today, through this, and guys, if you're watching this on Facebook, friend me, Albert Corey, and you girls watch me all the time. How hard is easy? You push a button and you go, hi. You even do this now. I don't know if I can do a reverse here, but I only got a second, but you're going to get the point where, hey guys, I'm doing a Facebook Live through a Facebook Live. How cool is that? But guess what though? It's free. Guys, there's so many ways. Sorry guys, I'm doing a live on a live. I've never done this before. And in a live audience, okay? But my point is you got to get out and get the word out there. And that's what I'm on a mission to. Sure, I can help you open up your business. Absolutely, you can pay less tax, and guess what? Here's a little sneaky trick that I've been using for 100 years. You like this? Now we get Miss Tina's face. Here, let me put the other face here. All right. But anyways, here's a little gift I'm going to tell you in my last 30 seconds. If you got a business, if you got a real job that you're getting a W-2 form, start a little MLM business, guys. Okay. Guess what? You join a business. And by the way, make sure that the business doesn't have a lot of overhead, like some of the other companies that have big MLMs, a lot of the scare care companies. So what you do, you join a business that's probably only $40, $49 a month. Banner Care could be one of them, where the government's gonna pay you to send out birthday cards. Wow, what a concept. You know, you send out a thank you card because Miss Angel got you, okay? Miss Angel got you to put you on 40. Yesterday I checked to brag to somebody in my office that I had 62 million people when you type in Corey and Associates. So what do? You go on Banner and you get her name, hopefully, get their name, you send them a thank you card. And what they pay you? Now, sure, if you suck at it, it's okay, because the government will pay you. Okay, the government will pay you to suck at a business because they know that it might take you a few years. Now, here's the trick. Since you have that little business, it's only going to cost you $600 a year, $50 a month. But guess what? And you don't want to open up a corporation, which we do in all 50 states. It's no problem. You go to 1040w2.com and we can help you set up for your free consultation. But what will happen is you now have a business, right? And then you put your little thing on your phone that you say, hi, you have reached blah, whatever your name is, we send out thank you cards. See, there you go. A Facebook to a Facebook. Sorry, guys. By the way, anybody who starts to work with you realize this, by the way, Angel, this was not planned. You know me long enough. I just come up with this stuff without.
I know you couldn't plan this if you tried, Albert. This is the first live Facebook that has actually happened. Like dual lives are going on. It's like that mirror thing that's
right. And sure, by the way, if you're watching this, the joke I will tell people now, when I do live, sharing is caring. But that's not the point of this exercise here. So guess what? The government will pay for you. And if you don't want to open up, what's that?
I said, is there a point?
Yes, the point is you start a business, make sure it's not an expensive business. And if you start an MLM business, make sure it's not that expensive. Banner is only $49. A lot of them, like Mary Kay, I'm sorry, I can't use names here, that they have a high, the one begins with M that sells a lot of green stuff, they have a high monthly fee. You want to do an MLM business that has a real domain name, because what the government's going to look for, is it a real business? So the minute you get that affiliate code, guess what? It's a real business and it's a real deduction. And even if it's horrible, the government will pay you to run your business. And if you tax, and then I'll get to the action. And if you go taxman to 26786, you will get, one of my cool stuff. I know it's not the brightest thing, my 30 best tax deductions that works all the time when you have a small business. Here, let me put it this way so you can see it. I don't know. Anyways,
read one of them. Just read one of them, Albert. What's on there?
One of them is, guess what? Your cell phone is a tax deduction. But the ninja trick is you have to change the voicemail to say, hi, my name is, hi, I have banner season. Did you know if you send out a thank you card, that you can make the IRS can make it a tax deduction. So please leave your name and number and I will show you how to do it. Boom, it's a business phone. Now 60% of the bill is deductible. On your email, make sure you put a signature line that says, hey, do you want to know how to make your internet all deductible? Ask me how. Boom, your cable, your internet is deductible. Watch a couple CNBC shows all the time. Guess what happens? Boom, your internet's deductible. Next thing you know, you're beating the government at their own game without you really spending a whole lot of your money. And maybe you might have to put, oh, I watched Shark Tank, CNBC. What did you get? I learned how to pitch. You know, oh, I saw Mark Cuban talk about blah, 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 and it helped me do blah, blah, blah. And that's how you do it.
What about watching Grey's Anatomy? Does that help your business in any way?
Well, is it going to help you mend out is it going to give you a gratitude journal and send out thank you cards?
It really is.
Okay. If you can say with a straight face to an IRS auditor that watching Grey's Anatomy, okay, or taking your cat, or driving your car to the dog park, okay. I mean, even your dog, think about this. You could go take your dog, and there's a dog park up the street at my house. And you took out your dog to the dog park.
You could put like a little coat on your dog with like your opt-in.
That's right.
Yes. Birthday card now, and you can wear it on your dog.
I know.
A little billboard with a little jacket, little coat.
There you go. Yeah, right.
But guess what? When I'm going to tell you, you're going to think it's stupid but funny. You never know, guys. Let me tell you something. I do all this crazy stuff, but Angel knows the stuff that I go and do. It funds everything because I do this crazy stuff. And guess what? It goes back to my book. I mean, you know, perception, you know, and if you read the bottom line, it's how to stand out in a noisy world. Okay. There's a million people who do a million things every day, you know, and getting back to the big businesses real quick, H&R Block has a zillion offices around me, but they were all closed in covert, but I'm still open. Okay. You know, you go start doing the little things and you're going to kick the big boys' butts.
Albert, how do you want our viewers to get a hold of you, Albert?
All right. I know that means I talked a lot. I'm sorry.
Well, we do have a couple of viewers who are like, go Bulls, USF.
Oh, yes. I went there. I went to University of South Florida. You know, I won't tell you what I learned there, but that's another story. You can get a hold of me by my call to action is how to grow your business or start a business with little or no resources by texting Taxman to 26786. If you want to find a simple business that you can get started real easy, I didn't write this down, but I will write it down real quick. If you go to bannerseason.com and put Taxman, you can get your own little business started for $50. Now, one more cool thing with Banner Season or any, and by the way, guys, you can use any MLM business, but a lot of these MLM businesses are just, in reality, are just way too expensive to do, you know, to use it as a business expense because you're going to be paying a whole lot of money. But at $50 a month, and you can save money, especially if you're a single dude who's making about $80,000, $90,000 a year, okay, you need something. Because I heard this all day. What do you do? Oh, what do you do to save money? Oh, I don't do nothing. I want to play video games. I said, fine. Keep paying the IRS. Oh, I don't know how to start a corporation.
I love your Yogi Bear accent.
Thank you.
He is Yogi Bear. Okay, darling.
All right.
Taxman. Go to bannerseason.com. Put in promo code Taxman. You can start your own business right now instantly and take advantage of the tax deductions and tax breaks and tax advantages, and then text the word Taxman to 26786 and you'll get all of Albert's quick and easy tax deductions and how to start your business with little or no resources. Does that sound good, Albert?
Amen, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, by the way, she taught me how to make it perfect. So guys, you need somebody to give you amazing media and show you how to do gratitude. These are the girls that will get you there.
Love you, Albert. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna talk a couple minutes about our sponsors of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. We are globally syndicated thanks to our award-winning executive producer, Zandra Evans with the Zandra TV network. She does amazing things with getting your business globally out into the world using digital streaming channels. So used to be all the fabulous logos we wanted were the traditional logos, but now it's Apple TV and Chromecast and Roku. You can actually get your story, taking podcasting to a whole new level, putting your content on local, national, and global TV. You can schedule your discovery call by visiting beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com to start your affordable global marketing experience today. We're so grateful that the Angel and Tina Morning Show is being nationally or globally syndicated on the Zondra TV network. Also, Bliss by the Lake Boutique. All of our clothing, they are our clothing sponsor. Follow them on social media. They do trunk shows and fashion shows every week when you follow them on Bliss by the Lake Boutique, and they ship anywhere. So go and check them out. And then, of course, one of our favorites also, we've got fabulous sponsors, is Sonic VA. So many people have so many things on their to-do list. They're too busy, can't get to everything by themselves. It's time for you to hire a virtual assistant, and Sonic VA can get you started. Visit them at Sonic VA, SonicVA.com, sonicva.com. And when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, they're going to give you 10% discount on your first 40 hours of VA service. What does that typically mean? It really means saving you about 120 hours of doing things that would take you longer to do because it's not in your zone of genius. You get to stay in your creative mode, working with your VIP clients, marketing or exposure and revenue, and let Sonic VA do the rest. SonicVA.com. So we are here because of our fabulous guests. That's what keeps this show going. And our wonderful sponsors.
Show awards are coming up, Angel. We are getting nominations all day long. So if you have been a guest on the morning show for the last 5 months, I think, we're going to have our 100th episode next Friday, or no, in 2 weeks. August 14th is our 100th episode, and we are going to have the A&T Award. So if you have been a guest, you can go in and nominate, or if you have not been a guest, you can still nominate, but they have to be a guest on our show to be a winner. So go and nominate a guest, a previous guest for our show. Create your own category. So, the funniest, the most outrageous, like I nominate
live and live.
Thank you. Education marketing at its best.
Education marketing. The funniest, the most fashionable, whatever it is, you create the category and nominate them. DM me or Angel, more me, and we will get all the nominees on our 100th episode on August 14th and announce all the winners. So make sure you guys mark your calendars for August 14th at 11 a.m. because we are going to be all dolled up to announce the A&T Awards for 2020.
Right. So it's our People's Choice Awards. It's a way for us to celebrate our 100 episodes and to celebrate the guests that made it all possible. So if you have a favorite guest, somebody that stood out to you, you can nominate them and we'll put them all in some fabulous categories, invite them on the show on August 14th. So it'll be a fun celebration and party. We're going to get dolled up first thing in the morning for that. Both Albert and MaryBeth, you guys have been so much fun, such fun troopers, and hanging out with us this morning and sharing your genius with our audience.
And giving us the energy that we didn't have.
I know, right? The bright start to our day. I am going to go replace my coffee with some water, right? Get a little more water in. I'm now feeling better.
It just goes through the coffee.
You don't want to be a prune, okay? You want to be a grape.
Yeah,
you want to be like this, not like this.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I live in Denver, and Denver, it's like when I go to Florida to visit my family, my skin plumps up, my hair, I just love it. And just flying back into Colorado, it's like all the hydration is just sucked out of me. So I need more. This was fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Amazing, ladies.
Thank you, Angel, as always.
You're so welcome, Albert. You're so funny. You're just, you are not the typical tax personality.
No.
Right?
Not at all. And you never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Neither do I. To tell you the truth, neither do I when I do this with you.
Right. But he's got almost 4 decades of experience. And I think learning how to build a business from somebody who has been doing the, who knows the tax side of it, the tax benefit side of it, is a really unique skill set that, adds a lot of credibility and a lot of beneficial. So, or a lot of benefit. Read his book, get involved, and check him out, because he's a fun guy to work with, and a fun guy to know, and a fun guy to share stage with, because
you
don't know what's going to come out. He's not that stiff, scripted, right, impersonal person. He's very engaging. So thank you, Albert. This has been fun. I am Angel Tuccy, your media matchmaker. If you're looking for exposure, want to get guests, we bring that together. We did a fabulous press release for Albert, and the results that he is getting when you search up Albert Corey and his podcast, the Entrepreneur Success Academy, he's a rock star. You are absolutely unstoppable. Tina, we did a fabulous press release for her. If you see the Angel and Tina morning show, do a search, the Angel and Tina morning show. The more words you put in,
million.
Right? The more words you put in, the clearer that search result is going to be, because Google is a search engine, right? It's looking for the results. So the more words you put in, the clearer that result is going to be for you. And so to get that kind of result from all of those words, it's been pretty amazing. But that's thanks to the power of publicity. And you can get started with your complimentary guide at my website, makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. Get started with press release ideas, attention grabbing headlines, lots of great resources to get you plugged in immediately.
And she does give you a lot of good publicity, because if you Google the morning show, there's 15.6 million results. And Tina Torres, client retention expert, there's about 15 million there too.
Yeah, so Google your name with your topic and see what comes up, right? Because you want, when people hear about you, they've heard you on a podcast, they've seen you online, they've heard you on stage, they're going to Google you, right? Who is this person? Should I be doing business with them? And what you want to have show up is OPP, other people's platforms, all of these magazines and publications that are talking about you. And that's the power of publicity.
You gotta love it. Revenue and media exposure is what you need, right?
Absolutely.
I'm Tina Torres, your client retention expert and gratitude specialist, where I teach you how to build those authentic relationships that are going to last you for a lifetime. Don't just ask for that sale one time. Get that repeat business for a lifetime. I teach you to create clients for a lifetime, turn those clients into raving fans and referral partners, helping you work smarter, not harder. And you can save money all at the same time because you're working smarter and not harder. But if you text the word connection to 26786, you can get 7 ways to increase your cash flow right now. That is connection to 26786. You get a free PDF. You also get an invite to my free webinar that I host every Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you do it today, you also get an invite to our banner season training that we are having next week to help you create clients and relationships by sending those birthday cards that Albert was saying, by sending little gifts out like Angel does to all of her clients, little gifts just to say thank you, just to show appreciation. People in the world these days need that love and appreciation, and we all want that, right? We all want to feel loved and appreciated. So text the word connection to 26786. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be off a little bit early today because we got on early. But thank you so much, Albert and MaryBeth, for being our guests today. We will see you guys tomorrow, Friday. It's the end of the week. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.